Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt stuck? Like no matter what you do, you're running in circles, hitting the same wall over and over again. That's not a sign you should give up. It's a sign you're on the edge of something great, because every major transformation, every life-changing breakthrough happens in 3 steps. And today I'm going to give you the exact roadmap to shatter your limits and take your life to the next level. Clarity is the foundation of all success. Without it, people wander aimlessly, unsure of what they truly want, constantly reacting to life rather than shaping it. Clarity gives direction, focus, and an undeniable sense of purpose. When you know exactly what you want, every action, every decision, and every move you make aligns with that vision. It eliminates distractions, cuts through uncertainty, and creates momentum that drives you forward with unshakable determination. Most people struggle not because they lack ability, but because they lack clarity. They set vague goals, saying things like, I want to be successful, or I want to be happy. But what does success look like for you? What does happiness mean in your life? If you don't define it clearly, you'll never know when you've arrived. It's like getting in a car and driving without a destination. You may go fast, but you'll never reach anywhere meaningful. However, the moment you set a clear, specific goal, something you can see, feel, and measure, you gain power. Clarity fuels confidence. When you know exactly what you want and why you want it, hesitation disappears. Doubt fades. You stop second-guessing yourself because there is no confusion, only certainty. That certainty translates into action. People who are crystal clear on their mission don't wait for permission, they don't hesitate, and they don't let obstacles stop them. They move forward with a sense of urgency because they understand that every moment wasted in indecision is a moment stolen from their future. Clarity also enhances decision-making. Life is full of choices, and the people who struggle the most are often the ones who lack direction. When you don't know where you're going, every option looks equally tempting or equally intimidating. You waste time analyzing, overthinking, and delaying action because you have no filter to determine what truly matters. But when you have clarity, decision-making becomes simple. If an opportunity aligns with your vision, you take it. If it doesn't, you move on without hesitation. There's no inner conflict, no wasted energy, just pure forward motion. Beyond decision-making, clarity also provides resilience. The path to any goal is filled with challenges, but when you are clear on your purpose, setbacks don't shake you. They may slow you down, but they never stop you. People who lack clarity crumble at the first sign of difficulty because they don't have a strong enough reason to push through. But when your vision is clear and deeply connected to your identity, you find a way forward no matter what stands in your path. Clarity isn't just about knowing what you want. It's about knowing why it matters. The stronger your reason, the stronger your commitment. When your vision is fueled by a deep emotional purpose, you develop the drive to push beyond limits you once thought were impossible. Everything changes the moment you stop wishing and start deciding with absolute certainty. When you achieve that level of clarity, success isn't a possibility, it's inevitable. Your state is the driving force behind every action you take. It determines how you think, how you feel, and ultimately how you perform. Most people believe that external circumstances dictate their success or failure. But the truth is, it's the state you are in that controls your decisions, your energy, and your ability to follow through. When you're in a peak state, confident, focused, and strong, you take massive action. When you're in a weak state, fearful, uncertain, or overwhelmed, you hesitate, you doubt, and you shrink back from challenges. The difference between someone who thrives and someone who struggles isn't their resources, intelligence, or background. It's their ability to shift their state in an instant. Your emotional state is created by 3 forces: physiology, focus, and language. The fastest way to change your state is through your body. Motion creates emotion. Think about the way you move when you feel powerful. Your posture is strong, your breathing is deep, your gestures are decisive. Now compare that to how you hold yourself when you feel defeated. Your shoulders slump, your breathing is shallow, your movements are hesitant. The body and mind are linked, and by changing the way you use your body, you instantly shift the way you feel. If you've ever noticed how a workout, a cold shower, or even just standing tall with your chest up can shift your mood, you've experienced this firsthand. The key is to use your physiology intentionally to trigger the emotions that serve you rather than let external events control your body and therefore your state. The second factor that controls your state is focus. Where focus goes, energy flows. If you focus on everything that's wrong, everything that could go wrong, or everything you lack, you'll feel drained and disempowered. But if you shift your focus to what's possible, what you can control, and what you can do right now, you'll find energy, motivation, and drive. Your brain is like a magnifying glass. Whatever you focus on expands. The most successful people train themselves to focus on solutions rather than problems, on opportunities rather than obstacles. They don't ignore reality. They choose to direct their energy toward what moves them forward. The third force that shapes your state is language. The words you use, both out loud and in your mind, are either building you up or tearing you down. Most people don't realize that the way they talk to themselves is what keeps them stuck. If you constantly say, I'm exhausted, I'm not good at this, or I can't do it, you reinforce weakness. But if you start saying, I've got this, I always find a way, or I'm built for this, you create an identity that aligns with power. Language programs your mind, and your mind controls your state. The ability to change your state at will is the ultimate superpower. When you master it, nothing can stop you. No matter what happens around you, you can put yourself in a place of strength, certainty, and determination. And from that state, you can take the kind of action that creates breakthroughs, success, and lasting transformation. Your beliefs shape your reality. Everything you do, every decision you make, and every action you take is driven by the beliefs you hold about yourself, the world, and what is possible. The problem is that most people are trapped by limiting beliefs, stories they have told themselves for so long that they have accepted them as absolute truth. These beliefs are not based on reality. They're based on past experiences, fears, and conditioning. The only thing keeping you from breaking through to the next level is the invisible prison of the beliefs you have accepted as fact. The only way to destroy a limiting belief is to challenge it, break it down, and replace it with a more empowering belief. The first step is recognizing it. Most people don't even realize they are running on limiting beliefs because these thoughts have been with them for so long that they feel natural. But the moment you become aware of them, you gain power over them. Start by identifying the beliefs that hold you back. Ask yourself, what do I believe about my abilities, my potential, my worth? Where do these beliefs come from? Who told me this was true? Most limiting beliefs aren't even yours. They were given to you by parents, teachers, society, or past experiences. Just because something happened in the past doesn't mean it has to define your future. Once you identify a limiting belief, the next step is to destroy it by finding evidence against it. If you believe you're not capable of success, ask yourself, has there ever been a time I succeeded in something? If you think you're not confident, can you find even one moment where you showed courage? The mind is constantly searching for proof to support your beliefs, so the key is to train it to look for evidence that contradicts your limitation. When you find even one counterexample, you weaken the grip of the belief. The final step is replacing the limiting belief with a new, empowering one. Your mind is like a garden. If you don't plant new seeds, the weeds will take over again. Decide what belief will serve you, reinforce it daily, and condition yourself to accept it as truth. Speak it, act on it, and embody it. When you destroy the mental chains holding you back, you open yourself up to limitless possibilities. The only thing between you and your breakthrough is the story you choose to believe. Action is the ultimate difference maker. You can have the best ideas, the clearest vision, and the most detailed plans, but without action, nothing changes. Most people get stuck in the cycle of overthinking, waiting for the perfect moment, or trying to gather more information before they start. But the truth is, momentum is built through action, not thought. When you take massive action, you create a force that propels you forward, and that movement generates the confidence, energy, and opportunities that make success inevitable. The biggest mistake people make is believing they need to feel ready before they take action. They wait until they have enough knowledge, enough money, enough time, or enough motivation, but waiting creates stagnation, and stagnation kills momentum. The most successful people in the world don't wait until they're ready. They take action before they feel prepared. The act of moving forward, even if it's imperfect, generates the clarity and confidence they need to succeed. Massive action is different from ordinary effort. It's not about doing just enough or taking small, safe steps. It's about pushing beyond comfort, stretching your limits, and attacking your goals with relentless intensity. When you commit to massive action, you stop dabbling and start dominating. You stop testing the waters and start diving in. This kind of commitment forces you to grow, adapt, and break through obstacles because you're not just interested, you're all in. The power of massive action lies in its ability to create momentum. Think of a heavy train sitting still on the tracks. If you try to push it, it won't move. But once that train starts rolling, it becomes almost impossible to stop. Momentum works the same way in life. The hardest part is getting started, but once you do, everything becomes easier. Small efforts create small results, but massive action ignites a chain reaction that leads to breakthroughs. Taking massive action also eliminates fear and doubt. When you're in motion, your focus shifts from your fears to your mission. Fear thrives in inaction. The longer you wait, the more your mind creates excuses and worst-case scenarios. But the moment you start moving, you take back control. You stop thinking and start doing. Every small victory builds confidence, and that confidence fuels even more action. It's a cycle of success that feeds itself, but it only starts when you take that first leap. The key is to create urgency. Too many people approach their goals with a casual attitude, telling themselves they have time, but the most successful people treat their dreams like life and death. They operate with a sense of now. They don't wait until tomorrow, next week, or next year. They take action today. The more massive the action, the faster the results. When you make massive action your standard, you separate yourself from the pack. You stop competing and start leading. You stop hoping for change and start creating it. The moment you commit fully and take relentless, unstoppable action, you shift from wishing for success to making it an absolute certainty. Setbacks are not the end of the road. They are the fuel that drives the greatest comebacks. Every person who has ever achieved something extraordinary has faced obstacles, failures, and disappointments. The difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck is how they respond when things don't go as planned. Most people let setbacks drain them. They see failure as proof that they aren't good enough, smart enough, or lucky enough. But the truth is, setbacks are never a sign to stop. They are a test to see how bad you really want it. Pain, rejection, and failure are some of the most powerful forces in the world, but they can either break you or build you, and that choice is yours. The key is learning how to use them instead of letting them use you. Setbacks become fuel when you reframe them, not as a sign that you should quit, but as feedback that will make you stronger. Every failure carries a lesson, and that lesson is the stepping stone to your next breakthrough. The people who win in life aren't the ones who avoid failure. They are the ones who learn from it, adapt, and come back even stronger. Most people let setbacks define them because they focus on the pain rather than the potential. They get stuck asking, why me, instead of asking, what can I learn? But the most successful people see setbacks as gifts. They understand that every challenge is an opportunity to grow, to improve, and to develop the resilience that separates champions from everyone else. Instead of running from failure, they embrace it, knowing that the struggle is what creates strength. Think about the greatest success stories in history, whether in business, sports, or life. Every one of them is filled with failures. Some of the most iconic figures of all time faced rejection after rejection, loss after loss, setback after setback. But instead of letting those moments break them, they use them to fuel their hunger. They turn their pain into power, their losses into lessons, and their obstacles into opportunities. The key is shifting your mindset. Instead of seeing setbacks as something that stops you, see them as something that shapes you. Every time you get knocked down, you are being given a chance to rise stronger, smarter, and more determined. Every challenge is an invitation to step up. If you learn to use failure as a weapon instead of a weakness, nothing can stop you. Energy comes from emotion, and setbacks create some of the strongest emotions you will ever feel. Instead of using that energy to feel sorry for yourself, use it to push forward with even more intensity. Use disappointment as motivation. Use rejection as fuel. Use every no as a reason to fight for the yes. The people who achieve greatness don't avoid setbacks, they thrive on them. They don't let obstacles drain them, they let them drive them. That's the mindset that turns setbacks into success.